Win of the Liberals, that did exactly what you just said. Scandals no, healthcare yes. So is this the government that we thought, is this the Kathleen Wynne that we thought people voted for, that would cancel or cut healthcare? Is this what you expected? Is this the right direction to go? Do we need to be cutting our healthcare? What we need to do is invest in these essential services for our community. We need to invest in healthcare, is that right? We need to support our frontline care providers like our doctors, like our nurses. So the thing is though, this isn't a coincidence. If you look at the Liberal government, their strategy has been very consistently to cut. They're cutting services when it comes to nurses. I know how many people are nurses here. Can they say, are there cuts going on for nurses? Absolutely they're going on. The Liberals deny that. There's cuts to healthcare going on. Now, here's something that I think is very troubling. The government says that they've invested in healthcare. Their investments are less than the rate of inflation. Now, to me, I'm not the best mathematician, but if the rate of inflation is higher than the amount you're investing, that's not an investment, that's a cut. There's been consistent cuts to healthcare over the past 5 years, and we need to make sure that's clear when the Liberals say in their budget, oh, we've invested in healthcare. If you're investing less than the rate of inflation, that's not an investment, that's a cut, and then truth needs to be heard loud and clear. So another issue is that the government seems to find money when it comes to $1 billion wasted on e-health, $1 billion for replacing gas plants that were never built, for Orange, which was mismanaged and colossal waste of money. But when it comes to providing frontline healthcare, there seems to be no money. That seems to me to be a lack of prioritization of what we need in this province. It's very clear that this government doesn't get their priorities straight, and I'm so honored to be here on behalf of New Democrats to support doctors, frontline healthcare providers, and most importantly, to support the patients of Ontario, because that's what you're doing here today. You're supporting patients. And that needs to be heard loud and clear. We don't want an austerity budget. We don't want to see cuts to our healthcare. We don't want to see cuts to our education. In fact, if we look at what the Liberal government's doing, they're not only cutting healthcare, they're cutting services for autistic children, they're cutting services for deaf and blind children. This seems to be one of the most careless, thoughtless governments I've ever seen, and it's really troubling to me. Anyways, I'm so honored to see you here today. This is what democracy looks like. All of you here together, making it loud and clear that you're standing up for patients, you're standing up for healthcare. I'm honored to stand with you as well. As a deputy leader for the New Democrats, and on behalf of our leader, Andrea Horvath, we stand with you on this struggle. Our health critic, Ron Jelena, wanted to be here, but she wasn't able. But she's one of the strong advocates for you, strong supporters. I'm honored to be here again. Thank you so much. Keep the fight going. We stand with you.